Hello all, welcome to our channel TECHLTEWORLD. Today we'll be discussing about a very important topic in LTE technology, that is channels in LTE. So let us begin. So channels in LTE, if you can see, the channels in LTE basically carries informations across different protocol layers. Okay, so what do we mean by this line, right? So as we know, in LTE, if you know, there are various protocol layers, right? We have MAC layer, we have RLC, right? We have PDCP, right? We have physical layer, we have RRC, right? We have NAS, right? So across different layers, different in the information need to be traveled, right? In order for the communication, information need to be traveled. So hence there is a need of one channel, right? Kind of channel which can basically take this information and transfer the data from one layer to the other. So channel plays a very crucial role in carrying this information from one layer to the other, protocol layer to other, right? The second role which these channels play is to segregate different types of data and then and allow them to transport across different transport layers, right? So segregation of data is also done by the channels only, right? Third role which channels provide actually is the providing the orderly flow of data. Okay, so as we know, the channel actually provides the interface to each layer in LTE stack, and thus providing orderly flow of data in each layer. So the LTE also provide an orderly flow of data, right? So this is also we need to take care. So that means we should remember for the functionality of channels in LTE, that channels provides the orderly flow of data. Okay, so these are the three important definition you can say for the channels in LTE. First is that LTE carries information between the different protocol layers. Okay, second one is the segregation of different types of data across different transport layers, and third one is that it provides the orderly flow of data across each layer. So this is the three important functionality you can say in channels in LTE. So in this slide we'll discuss about the classifications of channels in LTE. Okay, so if we so basically there are three the channels in LTE can be broadly classified into three types. Okay, one is the logical channel, second one is the transport channel, and third one is the physical channel. Okay, so if we say in layman terms, so the logical channel basically carries means the information means it basically plays a role in carrying what type of information. So logical channel, if you want to describe it, so it tells us about what type of information it will take. Okay, so this is the most important thing which you need to remember, what type of information. Okay, so logical channel deals with what type of information means it will travel from one layer to other. Okay, transport layer basically deals with how this information will be transported, right? And physical channel deals with where we will send this information. So these three important terms we need to remember for understanding the logical channel, transport channel, and physical channel, right? For logical channel, what type of information will transport. For transport channel, how this information will be transferred across the layer, and physical channel basically where we will send this information, right? So also, as we know, these channels are present in both uplink and downlink direction, because as we know that UE basically communicates in LTE in both uplink direction as well as in downlink direction, right? So so the channels will also be present in both uplink, right, as well as in downlink direction. But the thing is that most of the channel is actually present in downlink. The reason is that in the most of the time our UE downloads as compared to uploads, right? So much of the channels are required in downlink as compared to uplink. That's why the number of channels, the number of channels in in downlink, right, is more than channels in uplink. Okay, so I will show you in the diagram that to prove this point, that that the number of channels which are present in downlink is more than the uplink. Okay, this also you need to keep in your mind. Okay, this point. So the reason is simple, that most of the time our UE downloads as compared to uplink, so as compared to upload, so much channels are required in downlink as compared to uplink. Okay, so this is the pictorial diagram of our protocol stack, right? So if you I think we have already a video on our LTE protocol stack, so you know about the pictorial representation of this protocol stack. So these are the various protocol layers, like RRC we have, NAS we have, PDCP we have, right? We have RLC, we have MAC, right? We have physical layer. So if we see this diagram, the the location of the logical channel is actually present between RLC and MAC, right? So this you need to basically keep in your mind. So the logical channel is actually present between RLC and MAC. So whatever message, whether it is a signaling message or control message, the information will be carried by the logical channel, right? And the position of transport channel is actually present between physical and the MAC, right? So whatever information between MAC and physical layer will be taken by the transport channel, right? And finally the physical channel is actually present between physical layer and the baseband, right? So whatever information will be transmitted by physical channel will be taken by physical channel. Okay, so this is very important, right? So the position of logical channel is between RLC and MAC, and the position of transport channel is between MAC and physical layer, and the physical channel is basically lying between physical layer and the baseband, right? So now we'll be basically discussing about the channel mapping. Okay, we'll be discussing about each channels in detail in the later slide, but before that we need to understand how the channels are mapped in LTE. Okay, so if you see in this diagram, there are two parts, right? One is the downlink channel mapping and other is the uplink channel mapping. Okay, so as I told earlier, there are large number of channels as compared to the uplink, right? Uplink, if you see, there are more channels in downlink, right? The reason I have told earlier, right? So this proves my point that there are much channels as compared in uplink and downlink as compared to the uplink. Okay, so if you see in terms of mapping, okay, so you can see that in logical channel we have PCCH, right? We have BCCH, we have CCCH, we have DCCH, we have DTCH, we have MCCH, and we have MTCH. Okay, each have different role. Like PCCH, which is the paging control channel, plays the role in carrying the paging information in logical channel, right? BCCH is the broadcast control channel, which basically involves in carrying the MIBs, right? Master information, is broadcasting the master information, right? CCCH is the command control channel, right? And we have that we also have the dedicated control channel, dedicated traffic channel. We have, means control and traffic are basically split, like the dedicated channels are split into two, right? One is the control channel, a dedicated control channel, another is the dedicated traffic channel, right? And then we have the multicast control channel, and then the multicast traffic channel also. So right, and the mapping, if you see that the PCCH is mapped to the PCH of the logical channel, okay, and then this PCH is mapped to the PDCH. Okay, this is very important, right? So how the paging channel is mapped across the different channel. So you should remember that PCCH, right? PCCH is mapped to PCH, right? And then it is mapped to PBCH, right? Oh, sorry, it's PDSCH. Okay, so this is how the paging information travels across each channel. First it comes from the PCCH in the logical channel, and then it comes to PCH in the transport channel, and then it comes to PDSCH. Okay, and then also the mapping which is very important here is the mapping of BCCH to BCH and then PBCH. Okay, so as we know, as I told, that all the master information travels from master information related is broadcasted from BCCH, and then it goes to BCH and then PBCH. This is also one of the important mapping which we need to take care of, which you need to remember, right? And also the third important mapping is the mapping of BCCH to DLSCH and then PDSCH. Okay, so if you see this DLSCH, so this is a very important channel, because all the other except PCCH, all the other channels, okay, they are mapped to this DLSCH only. Okay, so and this BCCH is actually carries the SIBs. All the SIB related information is carried by BCCH to DLSCH, and then it is sent to PDSCH. So this is very important, right? And also all the other channels, right, all the common control channel and dedicated control channel, and this DTSCH and multicast control channel and multicast traffic channel, they are basically maps to a single channel called DLSCH. Okay, so this can be asked in interview, which is the channel which is present in transport is mapped to multiple channels in the logical channel. The answer is the DLSCH. Okay, also we can see that this MTCH is mapped to MCH, and then it is matched to PMSCH. Okay, this also we need to know, right? We need to remember that how MTCH is mapped. Okay, and one more point which we need to remember is that there are some channels which are not mapped to any other upper channels, or which are not mapped to any other channels, right? So for example, this PDCH, okay, which transmit the DCI, right, is not mapped to any other channels. It is not mapped to any transport channel or logical channel, right? It and also similarly we have FICH, which transmit the CF, right, control format indicator. Okay, so this also is not mapped to any other channel. And similarly we have the PHICH, which transmits the HARC indicator. So this is also not mapped to any of the other channels, right? So this is very important. And then we have the similarly we can see the uplink channel mapping also, right? So similarly, like DLSCH, we have in transport channel we have the uplink set channel, okay, which is mapped to multiple channels in the logical channel, right? And then it is mapped to PUSCH. Okay, this RACH, if we by the name only we can understand that this is for the RACH process, right? So the RACH process basically occurs between transport and the physical channel, and all the paging, all the RACH related information actually exchange between this RACH in the transport channel and the PRACH in the physical channel. Okay, and similarly like here where it was not mapped to any other channel, here also we can see that PUCCH transmits the UCI, that is uplink control information, to only itself only. It doesn't transmit to any other channels like transport channel or logical channel, right? So there is a little bit of similarity between these two mapping, but out of this, downlink channel mapping is very crucial. You should know this also. This is very important, because here we will this will play a role in the RACH procedure, but this these two we need to take care of. We need to remember this, how the different channel present in the LTE are mapped. Okay, so I hope this slide is clear to you all. So we'll move to the next slide, right? So now we'll be discussing each channel in the detailed manner, right? So the first channel which we'll be discussing now is the logical channel. Okay, so logical channel basically defines what type of information we are transferring, right? These channels defines the data transfer services offered by the MAC layer, right? So logical channel, as I also told earlier, that logical channels basically defines what type of information we need to transfer, right? And now the point is this channel basically defines the data transfer services offered by the MAC layer. So what means whatever the data transfer services which is offered by the MAC layer is actually provided by the logical channel. Okay, as we know that the this logical channel is present between RLC and MAC layer, right? So whatever data and signaling message are carried out is basically will be taken care by logical channel only. Like logical channel will carry the data and signaling message between the RLC and MAC layer. Okay, so logical channel will carry this. So this is very important, right? So logical channel will play a very important role in carrying the data and signaling message between RLC and MAC, right? And if you see here, the logical channel can be further subdivided into two. One is the control channel and then the traffic channel, right? So what do you understand by its common channel and dedicated channel, right? So by the name only we can say that the common channel is nothing but it is common to all the users in a cell. Okay, so it means that it is point to multi-point. So as it is common to all the users in the cell, so it means that it is point to multi-point, right? It is point to multi-point, right? And similarly there is dedicated channel which is point to point, means it is specific to a particular user in a cell. So it means it is specific to one single user, to specific users. It means that it is basically point to point. It will communicate from one point to another point only, it will not go to other points, right? So this is very important, right? So what is the meaning of this common channel and dedicated channel, right? Then we have traffic channel. So traffic channel, as the name implies, it carries the data in the user plane, okay? All the data messages, okay? So it is basically taken care by traffic channel only, right? Control channel carries the signaling message, right? Control channel carries the signaling message, okay, whereas the traffic channel carries the data. So this is very important, right? Hope this logical channel is clear to you all, okay? So logical channel is divided into two parts, control channel and traffic channel, where control channel has 2 points, two classification. One is common channel, which is common to all the users in the cell, and dedicated channel, which is dedicated to a particular user, so it is point to point. And then we have traffic channel, which carries the data related messages between RLC and MAC, okay? So now we'll be discussing in detail about the downlink logical channels, okay? So in the diagram, if you have seen, right, we have seen that there are various downlink channels, right? PCCH, BCCH, CCCH, DCCH, DTSCH, right? MCCH, MTCH. So what are the role of each channels we'll be discussing here, okay? So in downlink there are 4 control channels, okay, which carry the common control information, common channel information, okay, as well as we have dedicated channel information as well, right? So in downlink there are 4 control channels. So these 4 control channel are BCCH, okay, which is called broadcast control channel. And then we have PCCH, which is the paging control channel. And then we have CCCH, that is the common control channel. And then we have DCCH, which is the dedicated control channel. And finally we have the MCCH, okay, which is the multicast control channel, okay? So the role, if we say in BCCH, it is basically used it is used for transmitting the MIBs and SIBs, okay? All the master information and the system information is basically broadcasted by BCCH only, okay? Paging control channel, this is PCCH, it is used for the paging of the UE, okay? All the paging related information is transmitted by this paging control channel, okay? And then we have common control channel, it is common to multiple UE, and it is basically also used for transmitting the random access messages also, right? So common control channel is used. And then we have dedicated control channel, it is used to transmit dedicated control information for a particular UE, as I told in the previous slide. So there were 2 classification, right? One is the common control channel and common channel and dedicated channel. So here also common control channel is common to multiple UE, right? So it is point to multi-point, right? And this dedicated control channel it is used to transmit the dedicated control information for a specific UE, so it is point to point, okay? Similarly we have multicast control channel, okay? So the difference between multicast and broadcast is that both are same only, both of them broadcast the informations, right? But the difference here is that it broadcasts the control messages, okay, and this multicast message the data related message. So this is only the difference between them, right? And then we have the traffic channel. So we have the 2 traffic channel. One is the dedicated traffic channel, okay, which is actually dedicated to a particular UE only. And then we have multicast traffic channel, which is used to transmit the multicast data, okay? So this is the 2 classification of traffic channel. Now we'll discuss about the uplink logical channels, okay? So as we know, there are certain channels in uplink side also in logical part, right? So we have 2 in uplink we have 2 control channels, okay, and 1 traffic channel. So we have the 2 control channels, right, and 1 traffic channel. So these 2 control channels are common control channel, this is CCCH, which is common to multiple UEs, okay, and similarly dedicated control channel, which is used to transmit dedicated control information to a particular UE, okay. And third one is a dedicated traffic channel, as the name implies, it will transmit the traffic or data related information for a particular UE, right? So these are the 3 important uplink logical channels, right? One is the CCCH, that is a common control channel, and then we have the DCCH, that is a dedicated control channel, and then we have the DTCH, which is the dedicated traffic channel. Right? And now we have the transport channels, right? The second channel after the logical channel, we have the transport channel, right? So what is transport channel? So transport channel is nothing but it defines how and with what type of characteristics the data will be transferred to the physical layer, right? So I said in the first slide also I have told, right? So what is transport channel? Transport channel basically deals with how the information will be transported and with what type of characteristics. So transport channel basically defines with how and what type of characteristic the information will be transferred to the physical layer, right? And data and signaling messages are carried on the transport channel between MAC and physical layer. So also we know the position of the transport channel. It is present between the MAC and the physical channel. Okay, so the position between the means whatever data or signaling message is will be transmitted between MAC and physical will be carried by the transport channel only. Okay, so similarly like logical channel, also there are a broad classification of downlink transport channel and uplink transport channel. Okay, so downlink transport channel consists of this many of channels. There are basically 4 downlink logical channel. Okay, so out of which the first is the broadcast channel, that is the BCH. So what is the role of this BCH? As the name implies, it broadcasts the MIBs, right? It basically carries the information like used for the MIB and send information to the PBCH. So if you see here, BCCH is mapped to what? PBCH. So whatever information is carried by BCH will be transmitted to PBCH. So this only it is told here. Okay, so that what the information, this particular broadcast channel basically carries the information like used for MIB and send to PBCH in the physical layer channel, Okay, so this is important, right? Now we means the point is clear, right? So what does the role of BCH, right? So the BCH basically carries the information from BCCH and then transfer it to the PBCH in the physical channel. Okay, and then we have the downlink set channel, right? So this downlink set channel is very important one. Why it is important? Because all the channels in the logical channel like BCCH, CCCH, DCCH, DTCH, MCCH and MTCH is mapped to this channel only, downlink set channel only. So this transport is the main channel for the downlink data transfer. Okay, this is very important. So it is used by many logical channels and send its information to physical downlink set channel PDSCH. Okay, so if you see in the diagram here again, so you can see that this downlink set channel is mapped to many of the logical channel present in the logical channel. Okay, and then it is connected to what? PDSCH. Okay, so this is what it is told here. This transport channel is the main channel for the downlink data transfer, and it is used for many logical channels and send this information to PDSCH, that is physical downlink set channel. This information what it carries the SIBs, right, on data transfer. And then third one is the paging channel, right? This paging channel, as the name implies, it carries to convey the PCCH information and mapped to what? PDSCH in the physical channel, that is physical downlink set channel. Okay, and then we have the multicast channel. This multicast channel used to transmit the MCCH information to set up multicast transmission. Okay, and it is mapped in the physical channel. It is mapped to PMSCH, that is physical multicast channel. Okay, and this is basically used for the MBMS service. Okay, so all the multimedia broadcast broadcast services is handled by these channels, right? So, and then we have the uplink transport channel. Okay, so in uplink, LTE has 2 channels. One is the uplink shared channel. Okay, this channel is also being connected to multiple channels in the logical channel. Okay, this is also main channel for uplink data transfer, and it is used by many of the logical channel like CCCH, DCCH, DTSCH. Okay, and then we have the RACH channel, which is used for the random access procedure. Okay, and finally we comes to physical channel, which is the last channel present. So this channel also exists in both uplink as well as downlink direction. So we can divide it into 2 part: downlink physical channel and uplink physical channel. And this layer is actually present, as I told, between physical layer and the broadband. Okay, so we have physical data channel. The classification is done in 2 types. One is the data channel, physical data channel, which carries the data messages, and then we have the physical control channel, which can the control, or you can say the signaling messages. Okay, so if we go in detail, So we have the downlink physical data channel. Okay, in downlink physical channel, if you see, so we have the downlink physical data channel where we have PBCH, PDSCH and PMSCH, and in downlink physical control channel we have PHFICH, PHICH and PDCCH. We'll discuss in detail about this also. Okay, so first is the PBCH. Okay, that is the physical broadcast channel. So what does it do? It carries the system information for UEs which is required to access the network, right? As I told, whatever master information related message comes to this channel only, okay, and is required for accessing the network. So this is the PBCH. Okay, and then we have a physical downlink shared channel, that is PDSCH. So it is basically carrying all the information from where it carries the information from the downlink shared channel. Okay, or you can say the PCH from the transport channel. It carries this information, and then what is its role actually? It carries the SIB information, right, and paging information and user plane data. Okay, and then we have the PMCH, that is the physical multicast channel. So this channel is used for carrying the MCH, that is multicast and multicast informations, right, and mainly used in the MBMS service. Okay, and then we have a certain channel which is not mapped to any other channel. It is only mapped in physical channel only. So that is called physical control format indicator. Okay, this physical control format indicator channel, as the name indicate, it informs the UE about the format of the signal being received. What does it mean? Like for example, it indicates the number of OFDM symbol used for the PDCCH channel. Okay, as we know, in PDCH channel there consists the information about how many number of OFDM symbol they are using. As we know, in LT frame structure, okay, in LT frame structure, under each subframe there are slots, right? Suppose in one subframe there are 2 slots, and each slot have some OFDM symbols, right? So this PHICH basically consists the information about the PDCCH, about how many OFDM symbols are present in the PDCCH channel. It consists, right, whether it is 1, 2 or 3. Okay, and also a PFCH is transmitted on the first symbol of every subframe. Okay, so as we know that we have one subframe which is divided into 10 subframe, right? And so after in each subframe, in the first symbol PHFICH is transmitted, right? So as we know, if you see the LT frame structure, okay, there are 10 subframes here. Okay, and in each subframe there are 2 slots, right? So it is telling that this PHFICH is transmitted on the first symbol. So in one slot there can be different OFDM symbols, right? So in the first OFDM symbol we basically transmit the PHFICH. This is very important, which carries the CFI, it is a control format indicator. Okay, and then we have the PDCCH. Okay, this PDCCH is very important, which is the physical downlink control channel. So PDCCH carries information known as downlink control DCI. So if you have seen our DCI video, so this PDCCH actually carries the downlink control information. Okay, so it carries the control information for a particular UE or a group of UE. So in interview you can be asked that which is the channel present in the physical layer which carries the DCI. So it is the PDCCH, right? And then finally we have physical hybrid arc indicator channel, that is the PHICH, right? So it is basically used to report the hybrid arc status. So if we now in the letter we will be basically presenting arc related video also, where we will be showing you in detail what is arc and all. So for now being, you just need to know that this channel is basically used to report the hybrid arc status. Okay, so what is the status of the arc channel, right? How many NAC or ACK related message it has received. Okay, this whatever status reporting is actually done by this channel only. Okay, it carries the HARC ACK NAC signaling, indicating whether a transport block has been correctly received or not. Okay, so it basically tells us whether it is used in the correct in the error detection. Okay, it will tell us whether the transport block which is received from the transport channel is correct or not. So this is very important, right? PHICH. And then finally we have the uplink physical channel. Okay, so uplink physical channel is also divided into 2 parts, that is uplink physical data channel and uplink physical control channel. Okay, so this uplink physical uplink shared channel, okay, the physical channel, if you see, that's PUSCH, is used for the uplink data transmission by the UE. Okay, this may also carries the uplink control information sometimes. The channel is the counterpart of PDSCH channel in the uplink. Okay, so it should be, I think it should be downlink here. So this channel is the counterpart of PDCH. This channel is the counterpart of PDSCH channel in the uplink. Okay, so if in downlink we have the PDSCH, so it is similar, it's a counterpart of in uplink only. It plays the same role as what PSCH does. Okay, and then we have the PRACH, okay, physical random access channel. So the uplink physical channel is used for the random access procedure called RACH procedure. So whatever the in the RACH procedure, this PRACH plays a very important role, right? So whatever PRACH procedure take place in physical channel will be done by this PRACH channel only. Okay, UE does RACH procedure for getting the uplink synchronization. So if you have seen our RACH video, so it is clearly mentioned that what is the role of RACH. RACH basically involves in the uplink synchronization, and the channel which is involved for doing this is the PRACH. Okay, and the last channel in the physical uplink physical channel is the PUCCH, that is the physical uplink control channel. Okay, so the physical uplink control channel PUCCH provides the various control signaling messages. Okay, and this signaling are also known as scheduling request, downlink, data ACK, NAC, and CQA information. So whatever signaling messages like scheduling request, downloading data ACK, NAC, and CQA information is actually transmitted by this physical uplink control channel. So here is the end of our video for channels. I hope this video was informative and you have learned a lot regarding it. If any query, you can comment below, and see you in the next video. Keep supporting us. Thank you.